what's up and welcome. I'm the one and only West Coast King, and welcome back to the Orlando City career, where we are finally into the playoffs. Our first round opponent in the quarterfinal will be Toronto. They beat New York Red Bulls to get here, but the last time I played Toronto, if I remember correctly, I delivered them a 6-1 thumping up in Toronto with the reserve team. So you'll excuse me if I'm not just a little bit confident heading into our quarterfinal matchup with them. However, sticking with the theme of simulating more games in this series, I will simulate the first leg of every playoff series that we have. So the first leg of the quarterfinal against Toronto, the away leg, will be simulated. If we make it through to the semifinal, the first leg of that one, which would also be the away leg, will be simulated as well. It keeps things interesting, keeps things going at a good pace, and we're trying to build a good team here. What better way to test that than allowing them to play for themselves against the computer? So I like everything that simulations brings to this series. So the first leg, like I said, will be simulated. Let's get into it. But quickly, before we get into the first games, let's take a look at our injury situation heading in. Kevin Molino is actually back in training. He's available off the bench in our first game here against Toronto if we need him. It will be simulated, so I don't have a lot of control over when or where he comes in. Hopefully, he's limited in his playing time. Brek Shea, still a couple of weeks away, but he could be back for the final if we need him. And David Mateos is done for the season. He's not going to make it back in time either way. So not really too worried about that one, but getting Kevin Molino back right now is huge. And Brek Shea still a couple weeks away. All right, so now it is time for the first leg against Toronto. In the simulation, I don't think I want to skip this. I want to kind of see how the game plays out going minute by minute. So hopefully the team can pull it together. Pulisic, that's what I'm talking about, gets us an early goal. Vincent, don't get red carded because I don't have another left back to play. Giovinco equalizes. All right, it's almost halftime. And now we're losing 2-1. Oh, please, just hang on. This is a good score. If we can hang right here, I think we'll be okay going back into the home leg. Just nobody get suspended, nobody get hurt, and don't give up another goal. And yes, we equalize. Molino comes in. I told you getting him back would be huge, but now we lost Pulisic to an injury. Okay, that was a roller coaster ride of a simulation. I don't think I've ever had something go like that in a simulation before. That was crazy, but we're looking good heading back home. Let's see how long Pulisic is going to be out for. All right, Pulisic is going to be out 2 weeks with a pulled quad. Not surprising given the number of minutes he's played recently with all of the games that we've had. I haven't really had a chance to rest him due to our lack of wide midfield players. Next year, that will be taken care of as we're getting Joshua Gatt in as well. He should definitely bring some depth into the wide midfield. But for now, you know, we're going with what we got. Now Pulisic is out, but Kevin Molino might have to start the next game even though he's not fully recovered, because I really want to try to avoid starting Adrian Vinter. Also, before we get into the next match, just to follow up from last episode, I did offer Kaká that 1-year contract extension, and he has accepted that, so that's great. He'll be in the squad for at least, he now has 2 years left on his contract, so we'll see where he's at after next season. We'll probably go season by season with Kaká. As long as he keeps accepting his contract, I will keep re-signing him. All right, we are ready to go for the second leg against Toronto. We're back home in Orlando for this one, and I've only made a couple of changes to the starting 11. Pulisic had to come out, he was hurt, so Rivas moves back over to the left. Molino is fully fit again, so he's starting back in there on the right. That's a huge boost for this team. The only other change I've made is I pulled Nocerino in a more of a defensive-minded switch. I put Higuita back in there. He's more of a natural center defensive mid anyway, gives me a little bit more defense, and he's a bit quicker. I noticed in that last simulation, Giovinco scored against us, so obviously he's still giving us problems. I need that pace of Higuita and Acosta in there in the center defensive midfield spots. Hopefully this team can get it done. I'm confident going in here at home, we can handle our business against Toronto. All right, here we go. Kickoff at home against Toronto. And just like last time I played them, their attacking options all look like first choice starting attackers, but their defense, again, is very weak. There's no Moore, there's no Perkis, they look very soft at the back. So hopefully I can exploit that. Let's run at him a little. Kaká back in the middle. That's beautiful. Acosta, that's a bad first touch though. You got to control that more, and we know Toronto is going to come right at us because they have to score. Away goals count in this league. Oh no! Oh no, get there. Oh, Bendik! 2 huge saves. All right, we got behind the ball. We're behind the ball. Let's go. Uh-oh, no, Michael Bradley turned. I couldn't turn with him. Bendik, what? He's huge. Bendik is coming up huge in this game. Get back, cover it. Oh, Costa, that was huge. Let's go. Let's get this out here. Kevin Molino, just run diagonally. Now play that ball through for Rivas. Here we go. Pace up the wing with Rivas. Rivas, I see Kaká in there. No, it's going to go back to Laren. Laren scores. It's 3-2 on aggregate. Orlando with the lead. That was not where I was trying to go with that, but that's okay. Kyle Laren gets back on the board. I had forgot to mention this last episode as well. Giovinco actually ended up passing Kyle Laren for the Golden Boot in the regular season, which is a little upsetting. So I wanted to make a statement with Laren here, and I just did. Laren is still one of the best goal scorers in this league as well. He actually finished second to Giovinco, and he's got the goal in this one. Right in the middle. There's Acosta. Acosta has a shot. Acosta hits the crossbar. Laren, follow-up. He missed the header. Kyle Laren missed the follow-up header. That is the whistle for halftime. We've got the 1-0 lead, very nearly 2 right there at the end of the first half. If Laren could have just got his head on that and put it home, that would have been huge. That would have been done and dusted, this matchup, but still got 45 minutes left to play now. All right, we have a corner. We're taking it short. It's going to be Ramos, our right back, on the ball. Cut it up. Put it across the top of the box. It's Acosta. Acosta finds space. Acosta shoot. It's deflected. The follow-up is knocked away by Giovinco. That was a huge play from Giovinco. All right, with 30 minutes left in this one, we're going to make our subs. Kaká and Acosta are coming off. Nocerino and Swanson coming on. We're just kind of stacking the midfield at this point. We're going to drop back and play with 1 CDM and then 2 midfielders as well. No Cam for now. We just want to lock this thing down for the rest of this match. There we go. Michael Bradley just straight robs him. Okay. Altidore. Altidor's in. Good block from Hines. Toronto is pushing all of their numbers forward, and we just can't get it out to get out on the counterattack. We can't get it out of our own half, but we're holding defensively. Oh, look at this space. Space for Higuita on the edge of the box. Higuita just puts it home. Game over. We're going through to the semifinals. I did not expect that from Higuita. What a shot. We have not scored many goals from outside of the box in this season, and that might have been the most unexpected one thus far. Higuita, who doesn't have good shooting, especially good long shooting at all, just bangs it right into the side net. How did he do that? That's got to be like a once-in-a-career shot for Higuita. I don't think he'll ever do that again, but I will take it right now. It's 4-2 on aggregate. This one is done. Uh-oh. This is not good. Will Johnson. Woo! That was a close one. That is the final whistle, though. It wouldn't have mattered if you'd gone in anyway, but I do like keeping that clean sheet. And that is it. We're moving through to the semifinals. A 4-2 win on aggregate over Toronto. Like I said, I was always confident we were going to get through this matchup, but I like to see good performances from this team like that one. That was a stellar performance. All right, so we are through to the semifinals of the MLS Cup playoffs now, and here is how things are shaping up. It's Orlando and Philadelphia in the East, LA, no surprise there, and Vancouver in the West. Some really good teams left in this thing. To be honest, I would fully expect it to come down to us and LA in the final. I don't think anyone's touching LA in the West. I mean, they've been the best team in the league all season long. Vancouver did finish in second place, but they were a very distant second place. And I think we're better than Philly, but it's all going to hinge on this simulated away leg. Can we get another good performance out of this team, at least keep it close, and give us a shot when we come home? Let's find out. All right, so we are now dealing with a couple of fitness issues. The games come very quickly in the playoffs. Laren is really not on as good a fitness as I would like him to be, but Shea is back enough to play, and now we're losing already. Okay, we're not going to skip this one either. We're going to watch this thing. Can we just get one away goal, please? Can we just pull it together enough to get one away goal and set us up to come back in the home leg? Please, guys, somebody, anyone want to score an away goal? Just one goal for me. Laren and Kaká are both out, and now Nocerino is 2. It's not looking like we're going to get it. We do! Seb Hines gets us our away goal in the 85th minute. Seb Hines. What are the odds? If I had to put my money on anyone to score that away goal, Hines might have been the very last player I would have put my money on, but it doesn't matter. 1-1 headed back to Orlando. So here we go with the home leg now. We're back in Orlando, and we've got a lot of things going for us in this one. The first thing is we've got that away goal, so we don't even have to score a goal if we don't want to or we don't need to, though I would like to get one early and kind of just put this thing away. You can see Kaká and Laren are not on the best fitness. I'd like to pull them out early and avoid risking injury with them. The other good news is our injury problems are almost fully fixed. I mean, Mateos is the only one that still is hurt and is still on the injury list. Everyone else is back from injury, though Pulisic is not quite fit yet, so he can't play. But everyone else is available, so that's great. Shea is in there playing in left mid this time. Ramos is back in there at right back. I mean, everything is looking good. The only problem is I had to play Redding at center back. Hines is too tired. Mateos, I said, he's still injured. So that's the only maybe weak point on this team. But I think we can get this thing done against Philadelphia. Let's put them away. Let's handle our business at home once more and head to the finals. All right, here we go. Kickoff in the home leg of the semifinal against Philadelphia. Let's see what we can do. I really feel like Kaká's going to have a big game, at least a big first half, because I do want to pull him out quite quickly if I can, but I feel a goal coming from him. Oh, this is not good. There you go. No Sereno. Big play from you, man. There we go. Big play again. Here we go, Molino. Molino, do you have the pace? Molino, you do have the pace. You are through. You are all the way through. Molino, hold it up. Play it back in. Here's Kaká. What did I say? Kaká was going to get a goal in the first half. He bangs it home. 8 minutes into this thing. 1-0 over Philadelphia. These are the games where your veterans have to step up. I was banking on Kaká, and he did not disappoint. The legend of Orlando in only their second season, so he's got to be the legend of Orlando, right? He comes through and bangs it home, and we've got a big 2-1 aggregate lead. There is the whistle for halftime. Just really that one opportunity for us, and that was it from either team, really. I mean, a couple of long-range shots, but nothing too threatening. And we've got that 2-1 aggregate leading heading into halftime, and we're going to have to make some subs now. We can't have Kaká and Larin on the field anymore. Oh my god, they're getting every bounce right now. This is so bad. They're getting every single lucky bounce! How did that shot just go in? They got so many lucky deflections. The ball just kept going back to them. I couldn't do anything. Look, every bounce just ended up right at their feet. And this shot, how does that shot? It's so soft. Ben Dick has got to do better than that. That's so disappointing. We got to go score a goal now. All right. We're back to level terms with Philadelphia. If they cost us the supporter shield and now the playoffs, I'm going to be so pissed at Philadelphia. We have got to turn this thing up. No Sereno. A 1-2. That's a good play. Can we get to it? No Sereno. He does. The header. It's in Lovu. He scores it. It's 2-1 over Philadelphia. What a play. No Sereno with the first good play of the season from him. Kept that ball in. Got the ball in the box. And then Lovu came flying in out of nowhere. What a play from those two. Those two honestly probably have been in my doghouse all season. Lovu's been okay. No Sereno's been awful. But they linked up there and may have just saved our season. Oh no. Oh no. 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 Are you... Now we have to score. We absolutely have to score. How do we just... I have no words. Now they have the away goal advantage. Now we have to score or we lose. How do we just let that back up? What is that? Like, we're destined to lose this game. Come on, Shea. Just back from injury. And Lovu. Lay it off. It's going to be Swanson. Oh, we almost did the same thing they just did to us. We almost came back and hit him really fast. That would have been amazing. But it's just wide. Where are we going, Shea? There you go, Breck Shea. Breck Shea, he's through. Breck Shea's through. Breck Shea. No possible way does their keeper make that save. My keeper's been crap all game. How does their keeper make that save from point-blank range? That's not right. We've got a corner now. This has got to be it. This is our last attack, our last chance. Swanson, can we do something with this thing? Swanson, I'm looking for anyone in there. I see him. It's going to be Breck Shea one more time. Breck Shea! Again, their keeper! This is garbage. One more corner. One last chance. Swanson again, short. Come on, Swanson. Cut it up. There we go. Play it in. There it is. Where's the ball? I lost the ball. I didn't see where it went. That's the final whistle. We just got knocked out of the playoffs on some absolute trash. How did we lose this? That was, oh my god, I actually can't believe that. That's one of the most disappointing results I've ever had in FIFA. We did not deserve to lose that game. Our goalkeeper, Ben Dijk, is gone after this season. I don't care what the results of that voting was from last episode. Ben Dijk's done. He can't make a save. He's crap. He's done. He's garbage. I'll send him to freaking Siberia if I have to. He's done. I'm so sick of looking at him. He won't see another minute on the field for this team. So here is the final results from the playoffs. LA Galaxy go on to beat Philadelphia 2-1 in the final, and that's not really a big surprise. We should have been there, though. Philadelphia cost us the supporter shield, and now they knocked us out of the playoffs. Well, I think we know who our rival is going to be in this series. I absolutely refuse to lose to Philadelphia again. I won't simulate another game against them. I'm playing every one of them. I'm going to beat them into submission. I swear, I hate them so much. I hate them so much. And the goalkeeper of the tournament turns out to be Joe Bendik. Good. That'll raise his value a little bit because he's never going to play another game for Orlando. He will never wear the purple again. He's so done on this team. I told you, I can't even put into words how pissed I am at him. He couldn't make one save. Just one of those lollipop shots from outside of the box that went in. They were so soft. Both of them from outside of the box couldn't stop it. What is that? That's unacceptable. I don't want to see him anymore. I'm done with it. Just get him off the screen. He's done. Get out. 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 So we're to the last week of the season now. I can't do any more training. So now we'll do that squad report and take a look at where our team stands heading into the next season. So let's get through this thing quickly, because honestly, I'm so salty right now that we didn't even make the finals. I thought for sure we were locked to make the Eastern, or at least to make the MLS Cup finals. I thought if we lost to anyone, it would be LA, and we fell short to a team I kept chatting shit about. I gotta learn not to do that. I kept saying, how are Philadelphia this good? They shouldn't be this good. I stand by that. They still shouldn't be that good, but they had the FIFA gods looking down upon them, and they just steamrolled. I have no idea how they beat us still. I'm still at a loss, but let's get through the squad report. We have Joe Dick. I'm dropping the Ben from his name. His name's just Dick now because he's a dick, and he's not on this team anymore. Don't even worry about him. We have Stadihar as our current starting goalkeeper now. We'll just move right on to him. I'll start using some training on him to boost his stats up, and I'm going to look for a new keeper anyway in the next transfer window. Edwards is a backup. I mean, he doesn't play. He hasn't played a single minute this season, so yeah, just a third string keeper. Ramos is growing quite nicely this season. Used some training on him early on, but he's growing in everything, so I really like the way he's looking right now. Turner, I haven't used any training on, but he's growing quite nicely. Did go down a little bit in his physical due to an injury he picked up mid-season, and he never really recovered from that, I guess. But either way, he is growing, which is nice to see. Tommy Redding did not grow at all, which is a little surprising. He's 18. I expected him to grow somewhere, and he didn't. Colin actually went up +1 despite being 29. That's a pleasant surprise. Seb Hines even grew +1, which I wasn't expecting, but also a pleasant surprise. Connor Donovan went up +2. I didn't use any training on him, but he is growing, which is good to see. David Mateos did not grow at all. He was unhappy for most of the season with his playing time. I'll probably look to sell him in this transfer window and bring in someone else as a backup center back. Brandon Vincent, still in bad form. He's been in bad form since he got here, but he has grown +1, which is good to see. Breck Shea's grown +1, which I did not expect at all. I thought he was topped out on his potential at 67 and he would never grow, but he actually did go up +1 and he's growing in everything, which is really, really good. Christian Higuita, we used some training on early in the season, which I don't know why it's not saying that he went up in any of his technical attributes, because we definitely trained him in passing and tackling, but it's saying that he didn't go up now. I don't know what's happening there, but he's up +4. Harrison Heath went up +3, and I didn't use any training on him. I really like him as a backup on this team. Kellen Acosta still hasn't grown. I don't know why. I expected him to grow a little bit this season, and he hasn't since coming over from Dallas. But we'll start using some training on him as well, and we'll get him growing also. Servando Carrasco has not grown, and I don't expect him to really. Kevin Molino went up +2 this season, and I didn't use any training on him. I love him. He's been my most consistent wide midfielder this season, and I really do like him. Adrian Vinter hasn't grown at all, and I don't expect him to either. He's just a backup at this point. No Sereno actually went up +1. His form is finally back to just being okay. He's been in bad form for like half the season. I really don't like him. Honestly, if it was up to me, I would get rid of him and replace him with a different designated player, maybe in the midfield. I don't know, but let me know what you think of No Sereno. Personally, he does not play well for me. I don't like him. I would like to replace him, but let me know what you guys think about this guy. I just hasn't played well at all for me. Swanson, though, has played pretty well. He's gone up +5. We're using a lot of training on him right now, so I'm not surprised that he's going up pretty quickly. He's got really good potential. So hopefully somewhere in the beginning of next season, he'll hit 70 and we can really start to use him a lot. Carlos Rivas has gone up +1, which is good. Haven't used any training on him. Some of his statistics are going up. I like to see that. Pulisic has gone up +3 despite being hurt and not getting any training. He's gone up +3 since he's come over from Dortmund. Only 17 years old, already 70 overall rated. he's probably going to want a new contract pretty soon because he's not making very much money. Kaká has gone up +1. We got him re-signed. He's going to be here for at least next season, which is good to see. And we'll try to re-sign him at the end of next year as well. Richie Larry has gone up +4, which is great. Haven't used any training on him. He's a solid center attacking mid backup that plays in the cup matches. Cesar Gonzalez will probably be gone in the offseason. He was just kind of a stopgap for us. We need to find another center attacking mid, though. Maybe one that can be the heir apparent to Kaká in there at the center attacking mid spot. Maybe we'll look for a good center attacking mid this offseason. Kyle Laren's gone up +8. +8 this season, getting a lot of training. Some of the stuff we trained him on, such as finishing, heading accuracy, shot power, it doesn't say he's gone up in that, but I know he has a lot. So he's making a lot of great progress, up to 75 overall. Dino Linlovu, though, hasn't grown at all. I was kind of hoping he'd go up a little bit, just to kind of raise his trade value a little bit, but he hasn't. And then Brian Roquez hasn't grown at all. Hasn't gotten a lot of playing time, so I'm not too worried about him either way. So that is going to do it for season number 1 with Orlando. The last thing we have are just our emails from the board saying that we met all of our objectives. We reached the quarterfinals of the playoffs. We actually got to the semis before getting knocked out. And we won the US Open Cup. Our objective in that was to also reach the quarterfinals. So we actually surpassed all of our objectives, which is always good. And we brought home a trophy in our first season. We're off to a pretty good start in Orlando. So give me your suggestions for transfers for this upcoming offseason. I'll try to take a look at all of them. If you don't have any specific player suggestions, maybe just areas you think we need to strengthen. Like I said, I'm thinking maybe center attacking mid. Well, actually, definitely center attacking mid. Probably center back still is an area we need to look at, and maybe another left back because we seem to be always down one. So that's what I'm thinking. Maybe leave me your suggestions down below in the comments, but that is going to do it for this one. If you had as much fun as I did and you're looking forward to season number 2, make sure to let me know by leaving a like below. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you when we come back with some more Orlando City career. See ya.